Good morning, viewers. How are you all doing today? I hope I am recording. I just left work. I'm actually on my way to pick up Kristen. Kristen missed the bus this morning. I'm trying not to say it's not any fault of her own, but everybody is responsible for their actions. She was up late last night doing her homework. She actually called me for help. It really wasn't for help, but just to oversee her work and what she has done. And like I explained to Kristen last night, I told her, I said, honey, you have to have confidence in your work and in what you do. I couldn't help my child at the time. She wanted me to help her because I was having a conversation with Craig, my husband. Craig doesn't really like me to talk about him on social media, so I have limited how I talk about him on social media, just out of respect. But last night, I finally got a chance to get my husband's attention and for us to have a conversation. He was interested in what I had to say last night, and it was simply, I was asking him questions about, the benefits at my job. So I was asking him just some questions to have, just some questions, oversight, if that's even the word. I'm going through a lot right now, ladies and gents. I am mentally, emotionally, and physically drained. I have been at work running back and forth. You guys know I started working this bus driving position. I did not get much sleep last night. I'm fine. I'm fully capable of doing my job and everything. I just have on my sunglasses because the sun is just bright, and I got these from Amazon but they're like my first time wearing them. I'm just trying them on, see how they are with the sun and everything, because this morning it was hectic. I got these yesterday evening or the day before, I think. It's just been really crazy, really busy at work. I finally got a chance to talk to my husband last night. It was not about us, but about work-related issues and everything. And then it clicked to me, hey, you got this man's attention, just ask him a few questions just to get some clarification. And we talked a few. Nothing was resolved, Craig. Nothing was resolved. I just need to pray for my husband. I also have this platform to help others who are going through similar situations as I am. In a marriage, nobody told me this before getting married. Nobody told me this the past 17 years I was married. When you are in a marriage, there is no such thing as a divorce. There is separation. I'm not leaving my home. That home was given to me by God himself, y'all. If you go back and you listen to my story, I got exactly what I prayed for, ladies and gents. Exactly what I prayed for in that house. I'm not leaving my house. That house was a gift from God for the 5 of us. If my husband wants to divorce me, he is welcome to leave. And that's what I told him last night. I'm just going to talk about my experiences. I'm not going to talk about Craig. So we had a conversation. Nothing was resolved. When you're in a marriage, when you're in a marriage, nobody tells you you have to. There is no such thing as a divorce. If your marriage was destined by God, there is no such thing as a divorce, because there is every one man to every one woman on this planet. God has a partner for everybody, and there is no such thing as a divorce unless unless your spouse has died, or 2, your spouse has committed adultery. I have not committed adultery. Craig has not committed adultery. Furthermore, you can separate in your marriage if it becomes domestic as far as putting your hands on each other, and you just cannot live peacefully in your home. Craig and I, we live peacefully in our home. We say good morning, how are you, yada yada yada, can you please do this, this and this. We're basically coexisting in our house and taking care of our children, ladies and gents, and making it peaceful for our children, because that's who matters the most in this situation currently, period. Not just currently, just period. Our children matter. Their emotions, their well-being, everything matters. Right now we're just like roommates living together. And yes, I did not even think I was gonna cry this morning. I do not want to cry. I just been through a whole lot for the past few days. Nobody has told me, or nobody ever told me, when you are married, there is no such thing as divorce when you are under God's covering. And you have to wait, literally wait, and endure pain and agony, meaning like heartbreak, sad situation, because the situation is really sad. It is totally sad. It is extremely sad. And you have to diligently and patiently wait for your spouse to be mentally, help me Lord, help me to explain myself, to understand a situation, for you guys to come together. Basically, you just have to wait for your spouse, for there to be growth, for them to understand their position in their marriage. I was not perfect in my marriage, ladies and gents. I would like to say my husband waited for me in my marriage until I could understand the dynamic between my parents' position and my role, my parents' role and my role in my marriage. And right now it's like I have to wait for my husband's role, for him to understand his role, his position, until he fully grasps that understanding. Basically, we're just coexisting in our marriage, and if our marriage is meant to be, God is going to mend it. Everything is going to be okay. If you are in a situation as I am experiencing right now, you just have to be patient. Yes, it hurts. Yes, there are times where I will want to cry, but I hold my tears in, like how I'm doing right now. I have learned to absorb my tears and not release them. I release them sometimes when I want to, but it's not like before, how I just shed my tears wherever and whenever. No, I hold it in until I can release my tears, and all I have to do is just focus on me and my children, focus on taking care of myself, taking care of my children, and just living my best life. And I cannot allow anger, hatred, malice, to depression, all the negatives to enter into my heart. It is challenging because I'm going through a lot at work, trying to understand the different personalities at work and just trying to make the best out of the chaos. Nobody is perfect on this planet. I have understand that. I am not perfect. I don't see myself as being perfect, no, because we all have our flaws. But what I do is I try to be the best me that I can possibly be, okay? And I am not responsible for anybody else's actions but mine. I'm not the type of person to not address a situation. If something is bothering me, I have to lay it out on the table. I have to talk about it. I just don't hold it in. I used to be like that, but it used to eat me up on the inside, but I don't do that anymore. Well, I used to release it in an angry manner. I didn't know how to control my emotions, ladies and gents, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I have come an extremely long way in life. I am 42 years old, and I have finally learned how to control my tears. Here comes sweet face girl. So when my daughter asked me for help yesterday, I was just focused on Craig and how he I had his attention. Hey Shugs.
Hi.
Did you hold on, ladies. All right, there's Kristen. I just had to make sure my daughter's put together. You know what I'm saying? Where was I? She's tying her shoestrings right now. So just be patient, ladies and gents. Be patient and pray. I'm about to take my girl to school. Are you okay?
I'm just hungry.
You're hungry? So why don't you cook something to eat? Why don't you make a sandwich? Go ahead and grab a sandwich and eat it.
I don't want to eat a sandwich.
But you
I
can't.
don't like the turkey meat.
So you're not where's your lunch?
I don't take lunch. Sometimes.
So go and make your lunch, Kristen. I can wait.
I said I don't want to take my lunch.
Oh, you can eat the school lunch?
Yes.
Oh, all right, close the door, please. Put your seatbelt on. You have everything?
Yes.
I bought this spray yesterday. You want to try it
Sure.
and see how it is? If you like, I can get you some and get Christina some. I got this spray from the beauty supply store, Yara. It smells like, it's just different. It smells like strawberries. It smells so nice.
Why is it so long?
That's how they produced it. That's their design. That's
Probably a weapon too.
a weapon. No, it's not a weapon. It's plastic. Oh, it's glass. Spray. I can take it to school this morning. Why is this still? I have to go.
Take it.
You like it? Okay.
I'm sorry for missing the bus.
It's not your.
I wasn't trying to. I feel like Christina turned off my alarm. You don't know why I say that? Because for the past 2 days, my alarm just keeps always going off. But I feel like she turned it off just because she was mad at me.
No, your sister doesn't turn it off, Kristen. You turn it off when you wake up.
No, I didn't. My alarm didn't even go off at all today.